This is Batir Constructions Limited. I am Felicita Maiba, Project Manager, Batir Constructions Limited. With me is QS Fidelis Maiba, our CEO stroke MD, here to give us an insight. We have people who are very green in construction and they really want to start the home ownership journey. So this is it's more of an informative thing which will inform that person who wants to do a construction. They ask, what do I need? Where do I begin? So we are here to educate each and every one of you on where to begin and the stages that you need to follow until you start your construction project. So QS Fidelis, take us for assume I'm a client. I want to do a development. What will you advise me to do as my first thing?
The first thing, if you want to do a construction project, the first thing is to get land. That is the primary thing, getting land, ensuring that, because if you come to us, we'll ask you what is the size of your land. So you have to know all these nitty-gritties, you know where your land location is, what is the size of your land. So the main thing first is, do you have a land first? If you have a land, what do you want to build? Do you want to do a mansionette? Do you want to do a bungalow? Do you want to do a commercial space? So that is something that you need to know and to have decided before you come to us.
Okay.
Yes.
So I have a land. My land is in this specific area.
Yeah.
What else do you require?
So the next thing is, what are we building? If you are doing a 3-bedroom bungalow or mansionette, you need to now sit down. You come to our office. Our offices are in Kikuyu. You come to our offices. We sit down with our architects. So normally we have a board meeting with you. Or if you are not around, we can do even online, WhatsApp, Google Meet. All that is good. So we sit down. We hear what you want. So you have to know, if it's a 3-bedroom, how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms do I want to have in my house? How many do I need a laundry room in my house? Do I need a pantry in my house? Is my master ensuite? How are the other bedrooms ensuite? Or do you want a cloakroom? So all these things you need to have known. Or even if we are advising, you just have a small idea on that.
Okay.
Yes.
So once we I presume this is the design stage.
Yes.
So I must come knowing what I really want.
Yes.
So where does the budget comes in the design stage?
Okay, so normally when our clients come to us, usually we have a cost per square meter, a rough estimate. So for a bungalow, we work with 35,000 per square meter. So if you want to know the cost of your house and the budget that you have, if I have 3 million Kenya shillings, so I will do 3 million, you divide by 35,000, you'll know how many square area of space you want to do. So if you divide by that, you'll get around 80 something square meter. 80 something square meter for a budget of 3 million, definitely it will give you a 2-bedroom, but a big 2-bedroom. If you have a budget of 4 million Kenya shillings, you divide by 35,000, you'll get around 120 something square meter. Now that is the square meter that we'll discuss. This square meter will be able to give you, will be able to advise what spaces you'll be able to get. For a 80 square meter, there are some spaces that you need. For a 100 square meter house, there are some spaces you'll not have for that project. I will tell you, you'll not have a pantry, you'll not have a laundry room for a 100 square meter. But for a 120 square meter house, now you'll be able to have that. So normally when you come to our office, even our clients who are watching us, they know. Visually check the cost per square meter. Now with your budget, you'll tell us, now I want a 120 square meter house. For a mansionette we work with around 41,000 per square meter, 40 to 41,000 per square meter. Now this you'll be able to know. If I tell you this house is 330 square area, you'll multiply by 41,000, you'll know the budget of such a project, around 12 to 13 million. If you are working with a 200 square meter space, you'll be able to do the 200 times the 41,000, you'll be able to know your budget is 8.2 million. So everything is dependent on your budget. What money you want to spend on your project, that's what you're going to design.
Okay.
Yes.
So now this per square meter, this 35,000 and 41,000 per square meter.
Yeah.
Does the location of this land matter? Does the type of soil of this land matter? Or does it bring the variation in pricing?
Yeah, you know that is just a guide. It is not a standard in cost. It is not cast in stone. So what we do is it's a guide. a rough estimate. Now, once we come to, you tell us you live in Kamulu. Kamulu, we have cotton soil. The cost of building your house in Kamulu, like here we are in Nyandarua right now. Nyandarua, you can see this is Maram.
Yeah.
It's a different cost of construction that we are doing there. We will be having the same house. This one will be having a budget of 8 million. This one will be having a budget of 8.3. Because where land there is cotton, we have to excavate all the cotton, then we backfill. So even the location, if you want to build in Kisumu, it's different from the person building in Nairobi. Because in Nairobi, when we transport our fundis, they are sleeping in their own homes, their own houses. So you'll not have a charge of transports. But when you are going to Kisumu, we'll have to get us a place where they will be sleeping. And even the, what do you call it? Taking them out of their home, coming to
you have to give them an allowance.
Yes, they have to have an allowance for moving. So the cost that I will pay my fundi in Nairobi, it will be different from the cost that I will pay him in Kisumu, because he's not with his family, and the hardship allowance. That's what I was saying. So all this will depend on your location and the type of soil and a lot of nitty-gritties that are there. So we'll discuss this while doing the design phase.
All right.
Yeah.
So we have had more about the architectural design.
Yeah.
So one will ask, what if I want, most people ask, I don't want mabati roofing, I want a slab. What do I need? Give us a list of, if I want a flat roof, if I want a hidden roof, what are the requirements to reach to that stage where we're talking about construction?
Okay. So we will advise you. So a bungalow that is purely mabati, you will not have columns such columns that you are currently having even behind us. You'll not have all this for a house that you are doing just at a pitch mabati or a hidden roof mabati. So your cost of construction will be lower.
So you need an architectural drawing only.
Yeah, you'll just need an architectural drawing only. But now if you are doing another slab where you are going up, you have a stairs going up, you have the slabs and everything, all that you'll now need the columns.
Okay.
You'll now need the columns. You'll need a structural drawing. Now we will move from the architectural, we go to the architect's drawing. Now this is the structural drawings. Now these structural drawings you'll have now to engage an engineer. We have an engineer in our office. He will design the reinforcements, the tumors, all these reinforcements. You'll design them, and you will ensure that now we are having two designs. So while we are going to the county approvals for a mansionette, you will be required to have a structural drawings and an architectural drawing.
Now, you have talked about the approvals, the county approvals. Take us through. Now I have my architectural drawing. If I have a mansionette, I am doing a mansionette, I have the architectural and structural drawing. What next? Okay.
So we have already finished the drawings.
Yes.
We have charged, we usually charge for our drawings. So we will charge for you the architecturals, we charge the structurals. Then as the quantity surveyor will prepare the bills of quantities. We don't charge for the bills of quantities. We only charge them when you are going to take a loan in the bank. So if you are not taking a loan in the bank, we don't charge our bill of quantities. So after that, we have already charged, we are finished, we are in agreement. We get to the county approvals. The county approvals, you have to ensure first you have the title deed, reading your name. So if it's a leased place or somewhere you have the certificates, that will bring a small problem. But if you have your own title deed, you have to do a search to ensure that this land is yours as out of that
the
title.
current moment
is the land yours. So you'll have to have a title deed, a search. And nowadays we're in the county government era, so you have to pay the land rates. So you have to give us a certificate of land rates, a land rate certificate. So ensuring that you pay.
I'm getting lost somewhere. We have our title deed, we have our search. Then now we are talking about the land rate.
Yes.
So can one go look for the land rate before all this?
They come together.
Okay.
Yes, when you're going to the county government to do your search, you'll be able to do the land rates to ensure that this land does it have land rates or not. If it doesn't have, they will give you a certificate saying that it's okay. If it accrues land rates, that means that you'll have to pay them first, then you come for our approvals. Now after that, you'll have to give us a mutation form. That is a surveyor's form to ensure that your neighbor, this neighbor and this neighbor, what is the size of your land? How are you relating with the other neighbor? Where is the road? So all that is needed also. So those 4 documents, this the title deed, the search, the land rates,
compliance,
and the mutation form, the surveyor's form. So when you have all these 4 documents, now we'll go to the county where you are building. Like for here, we're in Nyandarua County. So we go to Nyandarua County or Kalau offices. We hand over all these documents. They are stamped by us. We have architects and engineers. We stamp them. Then you get a fee.
So are there no personal documents required for this process?
Personal documents such as
ID, KRA.
you know, those are standard documents that you need to
tell
have.
Mama, because I might come and say the Fidelis told me I need 4 documents. So why are you asking for more?
No, you know, for a search to come out, you have to have given the government or the office your ID to ensure that you are the one on the title deed. You have to give them the KRA certificates and everything. So all this you have them. Those are documents that you need to have. So we are not counting them because as a Kenyan citizen, you need to have all these documents. Yeah.
Okay, that is very nice. I just brought this up so that someone knows I really need all this to start the approval process. So we have completed. We have taken this to the, who do we find in the county?
Now the county, we are the ones who will do your approvals. There are some clients who know the county people, so they do themselves. But for us, it's easier. We usually get a facilitator, a town planner, a planner who will help us through the process. Then once we have done, he has ensured that all the places have been stamped and approved. Now the county fee comes in, where we are supposed to share to the client. He pays, he or she pays the county fee to the county government. After that, now our drawings are approved. Then we come to site, like how now we are at site.